The Organ Thief. Since I turned the age of 16, I have been waiting for the next 2 years, so I could go on holiday with my girlfriends. I dreamt of all different places that I could visit to party all night long. The thought of going out with having the spying eyes of my parents is something I wanted so much. I love my parents, but they are so overprotected and never let me do much. They even phone me while at the cinemas with my mates. Me and my mates dreamt for hours on end on going abroad someplace so we can party, or maybe going to one of these cities that hosts spring break. I would so love a good beach party with being able to drink and not being watched like a hawk. I must admit we talked daily about places we could go. We was of age. When that time does come, we won't need our parents' permission to fly or drive around the States. The next 2 years seemed to fly by. It was unbelievable, but we was both excited. This is now the time we could travel without having our parents' permission and having them watch over us. We both went down to the travel agents just so we can browse the catalogs and see what places we could travel to. It was so exciting, but also expensive too. I would have to get a job, I thought, just so I could afford to go, but I was fine with that. It was, after all, time away from my parents. We must have picked up several catalogs to browse through. We was excited to say the least. After some time looking through and arguing on which place we wanted to go, we decided on a travel destination. The holiday we chosen was a fair bit expensive. That very same day I started to look for a job. It didn't take me long to find the job. With both of us now working, we estimated that it would take at least a year to save up for the holiday. We worked every day and save and scrape the money together. It seemed like time had slowed down for the both of us, but we looked towards the holiday and kept that reminder to keep us going. That year seemed to take forever, but now the time has come. Went down to the travel agent and booked our holiday. It was perfect for the both of us. A hotel near the beach with a seafront view. Couldn't wait for it. The holiday was cheaper than we thought. We put this down to booking the holiday near to the date we left rather than booking months in advance. Great, I thought, more spending money for us. All we had to do now was wait 7 days until we leave for our holiday. We could not wait or contain ourselves. I guess it was lucky that we also booked those 2 weeks of holiday also. Now the time had come. Our bags was packed. We had all our spending money. We checked and double-checked to make sure we didn't miss anything. We was both very excited. We heard the sound of a car horn. It's our taxi. We grabbed all our bags and accessories and went outside. The taxi driver got out and helped us with our bags into the trunk of the car at the house, and when we got to the airport, the plane ride was a little scary when taking off, as there is so much force it pushes you back into your chair, but it was all good. When the plane landed, we got off and grabbed our bags from the conveyor belt and went outside to find out coach to take us to the hotel. The ride to the hotel seemed to take just under 2 hours. I hope this hotel is worth it, I thought to myself. I was amazed when we finally arrived at the hotel. It looked amazing. We couldn't wait to get inside. We booked into the hotel and went up to our rooms. Even the room and the view we had was amazing. We then unpacked our bags and put away all our clothes. We couldn't wait to get to it. We thought, with it being our first day and us being somewhat jet-lagged, we would sit and relax around the pool for a bit. We didn't want to get up to much on our first day, but rather relax and build ourselves up as we was tired. On the second day there, we went down to the beach for the morning. As you know, us ladies need our sundowns to look good. In the afternoon we decided to go for a meal at the local restaurant rather than the hotel, that we could taste the local food. That night we wanted to go and visit a few clubs that they had to offer. We got on our glam rags, got dolled up and went down the strip to see what we could see. One club did stand out, more of a karaoke club, but it was only our second night there, so it didn't matter. We started to have a blast of a time, singing songs and having a drink or two. We also meet a couple of nice guys. We felt so relaxed without having our parents around watching us all the time. Most of our night, we spent talking to these guys. They ordered us drinks and we danced the night away with them. However, we both started to get groggy and didn't know what was going off. The next morning, however, we woke up very cold, sitting in a bathtub full of ice cubes. What on earth, I thought to myself. It wasn't like us, and to our horror couldn't even remember that night. I looked down at my side. It was throbbing in pain. It felt like someone was stabbing me over and over again with a knife. What I saw next had my heart racing in my throat. I heard of things like this happening but never could have believed it would happen to me. On my side was a bloodied bandage. The blood soaked through and it didn't look like it was slowing or even stopping at any time. I started to feel dizzy. I looked over to my mate who was on the bed, and she was in the same situation as me. I looked around the room and noticed a note on the wall. My heart really sank after what I read. I need to get my phone and call an ambulance, I thought, for me and my mate as soon as possible. The note read, "Do not be alarmed and do not make any sudden moves. I would like to thank you for last night, but we have taken your kidney and you may want to ring the hospital straight away if you don't want to die."